Well, hello everyone. Happy Sunday. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a fantastic day and had an amazing weekend. My weekend was pretty good too. But here we are on Sunday evening, and I'm pretty excited actually. I had something dropped off at my office, but I've been waiting for quite some time. And it is Pretty Princess Pomelo, the Magical Girl Combat Card Game by Team Pomelo Games. Good buddy of mine, Alex Young, dropped this off. He's one of the designers and developers behind this game. Some of you may remember Alex. We interviewed him back, oh my God, I think it was like October, November last year. Episode 36. So if you scroll down in our YouTube feed or on our Board Game Binge podcast website, so boardgamebinge.com, find episode 36 with Alex Young. We talk about a lot about this game actually. They ran a Kickstarter last year, didn't fund, had a lot of lessons they learned from that, and they're taking another kick at the can. I believe this week actually they are back at it. So from what I understand, the Kickstarter target that they're going for, the goal, is actually really, really low. It might even be as low as like $1,000. So it's not a question of whether this is going to fund or not. It is going to fund this time around, but how far to fund. So I know that Alex is pretty excited about the game. This team has been working on this for years, literally years. I'm a bit biased because I actually got to play this back when it was like paper printouts, right, that he brought to our game night. So part of the Newmarket Board Game Meetup group. Started going there a couple years ago. I was showing my game Tanks But No Thanks at the time. Alex brought in his game Pretty Princess Pomelo and walked us through playtesting of it. It was a lot of fun. And to see from when it was then to how it is now is just so exciting. I am absolutely pumped for these guys. The artwork is just awesome. If you're into anime, like classic, like Sailor Moon or Astro Boy or anything like that, quite frankly, all the cartoons I grew up on, you would absolutely love this style. If you're into card games, especially combat card games, where you are playing characters and you know building like a team or squad of players, and then having different things that you can use to modify those players, attack the other teams, then you'll love this game. So before I do the box opening really quickly, I want to bounce over to his website. Here it is right here. And they have a bunch of stuff on this site that talk about the game, get into the characters, into the story, the different powers you can have. To boil the essence of this game down, essentially what this is you're trying to catch, that you basically have heroes and then you've got villains, right, or pirates. And as you're building your characters in this game, let's go over to the characters. Boom, there we are. I have all these different characters. You can either collect one group of, like, say, heroes, or you can villains, or a combination of both. And you keep battling for the citrine hearts. That's essentially what you're trying to get in this game. And once you either have all your characters are heroes, or all of them are villains, and you control the citrine hearts, that's essentially how you trigger the end of the game, which is really cool. So I encourage you guys to read through the show notes. I'm putting a link to a video where Alex actually narrates it and walks through exactly how to play this game. Again, it's really awesome. And likewise, I'm going to put a link to their sign-up page. So if you want to be notified when their Kickstarter goes live, I encourage you to follow that link. Again, it's in the show notes here in this YouTube link video. And click through, give them a follow. I know they'd really appreciate it. You'll be notified when this game goes live, and then you too can have an opportunity to own a copy of Pretty Princess Pomelo. All right, now let's go to the box opening cam. Here we go. And I am going to use my trusty knife. So without even looking at the box, like without the wrap on, I mean, I can already tell like the artwork is really, really well done. Really well done. These guys put a lot of time and energy into this. The games don't take that long either. You can finish a game in like 45 minutes to an hour. Ages 10 and up. I can't remember how many cards they have in total. Maybe it says here. But I know they have a lot. And the cool thing about this game is they designed it to be expandable. So they'll keep coming with different player packs and so forth that you can keep adding to the game, which will just, again, keep building on the experience. Wow. So that's a nice soft touch finish on the box, which I really like. I'm more of a fan of matte finish. I know some people opt to have like kind of the shiny glossy finish on their game boxes. I'm okay if that's done in a spot varnish, so it's done in certain areas just to highlight certain things, but I really hate games that are all shiny varnish, because when they're on the shelf, they're very hard to see all the details. Even when you hold them, sometimes it's tough to read, where I want to really kind of suck in all the design elements and so forth. I really like that, and this camera view is giving me a good view as well. Got the characters on the side, so the heroes and the villains. Good job, guys. This looks really, really nice. All right. And it actually weighs, I'd say about probably a pound, pound and a half, maybe 2 pounds. Oh, me likey. Oh. All right. Check this out on the side. See the artwork? Let me hold up the camera here. There. Look at that. Well done, my friends. I absolutely dig that. So they've got the artwork, like the line artwork. Oh, that's so cool. It's got a nice snug fit too. I am impressed, Team Pomelo. I am impressed. That's got to be one of the coolest, I think, sides I've seen on a box, to be quite candid. I like that. So instead of just carrying the theme, you've got the original kind of comic book kind of line artwork and then the colored on the lid. That's dope. I love it. I love it. All right, so inside we get a quick little rules. Well, let's face it, most people just watch the videos anyways. I know I do. I hate reading rules. But this one actually looks fairly short, so very easy to follow along. Well done. And this is one thing they said they wanted to have, was important to them, was to leave, and we talked about this in the interview, so again, go back to episode 36. They wanted to have enough stuff, like space in the box, so you can keep adding subsequent player packs without having to kind of hold them outside the box. And I know that's, for me, something that I really look for when I see an expansion of a game. If they can include the expansion in the original box, that's just better. Like most of us with our game shelves, it's a hassle to kind of organize things as it is. So if you can put things all in one box, it's better. I just had that, quite frankly, with lanterns. I got the expansion of lanterns. My brother Adam gave me his expansion because he got the expansion, didn't have the actual original game. So it all fit in the original box, which is awesome. So I can just open that one box and away we go. There are the citrine hearts. That's what you want to get. All right, I am going to very gingerly open this without slicing my fingers or the cards. Again, shout out to the Newmarket Board Game Meetup group. I cannot wait to get back to our game nights. It's COVID's been a strain on a lot of people, and quite frankly on just, you know, socializations and so forth. And that's one thing I think I probably missed the most, was just the socialization with people. And certainly that group, I know I've talked about it ad nauseum on prior podcast episodes, but just absolutely love the group, the people, everything about the Newmarket Board Game Meetup group. And probably one of the most welcoming groups of people you'll ever meet. And I'm looking forward to be able to go back. And I'm going to try to do this without spilling these literally everywhere, which I have a habit of doing. I like the design on the back, so that's pretty cool. So the citrine heart obviously has a different back. So these are some of the modifiers or weapons, or I think they call them gear, that you can add on. Events, so things that can happen to your players. Little mouse guy. And I want to get to the players, so enchanted armor, flask of fiery liquid, flintlock pistol. There's a lot of artwork here. I'm going to ask Alex next time I talk to him just how many unique pieces of artwork that are in here, but there's got to be like, if I was to guess, I'd probably say 50 to 75. That's my guess. Mystical Scepter. So these are all your different things you can use to modify stuff while you're battling it out. When you're playing, you also have these different piles that you're kind of drawing from. Oh, look at this. Little key cards. That's a neat idea. So these are your key cards. Oh, let me hold up the right camera. Boom. Got a glare on there. And then on the back it says kind of what to do on your turn. So there's your key card. So it says, you know, here's your steps you go through on your turn. And then what I really like is on the other side, he actually has, here's your terminology. So you start seeing words like, you know, attack, draw, discard, play, equip, return. Just exactly what they mean by those words. That's cool. Cool. Trying to find some of the players. Where's the players? Team boost. Transmute element. Keep saying too, this would make one wicked cartoon. Even like a web series. That'd be awesome if these guys could do even a short web series on these characters. Because it's cool. The story is really, really cool. There, and Doppelganger. I have one of those in Nutty Squirrels of the Oakwood Forest. Okay. I am thinking that the players... Yes, there they are. They're at the back. Princess Tangerine. Let me get this stuff out of the way. There we are. Princess Blood Orange. Which looks a little crazy. A little cray-cray. I can't even pronounce that princess's name, but she's a swashbuckler. So that's a villain, I believe. Now, what indicates villains versus good guys? Ah, yes. This little green symbol here is your pirates, villains, I believe, symbol, if it's green. And I think... Oh, no, actually, literally. It literally says on the card, hero, villain. It's late. What can I say? Princess Lemon, Princess Lime. It's cool. If you guys like anime, check out their Instagram page as well, which I believe is, it's either Team Pomelo or Pretty Princess Pomelo. I think it's just Pretty Princess Pomelo is their Instagram handle. It is really cool to see some of the artwork they've done. I know on their website as well. That's one thing I was going over to earlier. There was where was it called? Fan art section. So I think they had like some contests and so forth where people could submit their own versions of the different characters and stuff like that, which is really cool. So I really dig that these guys are building a community around this, getting a lot of people kind of not just invested in the card game, but the story, the characters. It's just awesome. I love it. So congratulations, guys. It's amazing what you've done here. It's really, really cool to see what this looks like, you know, a couple years later after the original kind of black and white printed sleeved cards that we originally played this game with. So I couldn't be happier for this group. If you're catching this video, do me a favor, throw them a follow on their Kickstarter link, which is in the show notes below. Likewise, that goes, I think, live this week. And check out the video. The video is really cool. So I put the YouTube link in there where they go through the story, the elements, how to play play the game and so forth, which I think you'll find pretty interesting. So I'm going to talk to Alex. We might do a giveaway on something like this as well later this week. I know we're running one right now on another game, but maybe we do a giveaway on Pretty Princess Pomelo. I think that'd be pretty cool, and get more people involved with it. So if you love anime, you love card games, check it out. Anyway, guys, hope you're having a great Sunday evening, and we'll talk to you this week. Take care. Cheers. This has been an episode of the Board Game Binge podcast, hosted by James Staley, produced by James Staley and Mike Bruner, with original music by Nick Smith. If you would like to watch these interviews live, simply join the Facebook group Board Game Binge, and you'll get access to live interviews, giveaways, and interesting board game content from across the industry. I can't wait for you to join us. See you next time.